Anime is for people that are stupid or have no respect for themselves. You need to grow up and move past it, and now you know what? I won't even dispute that.
I was like, dude, what are you talking about? What are you smoking?
No, I want to see it.
I really want to see.
I want to see the Cosmo Mammoth.
I really, really do.
No. No!
So much. There's so much out there.
I want to see the Cosmos Mammoth.
If you're over 15 and like anime, you're a fucking loser. Yeah.
There would be no sadness if we were super gay. Just unicorns and magic if we were super gay.
It's phenomenal! Best anime 2016, possibly best of all time. This show is commonly referred to as misogynistic, gross, disgusting, and today I say, shut up! It is a serious sports drama masterpiece.
I can always say this is my favorite book. I haven't read it, but I can say it's my favorite book ever. It's on the top of my list. I'm so happy.
I have my waifus that I care about dearly, and when you throw shade at them, you know I'm gonna get very angry at you.
I want to see some damn Bankais, goddammit.
Do you have any idea how disgusting that comment is coming from 26-year-old man? Gohan coming back with the fucking epicness. Yes, yes, yes. Give me the Gohan that sends chills down my spine.
I don't know how so many people in this world can be disgusting like this. Just say stuff like that. That's just truly awful to say. So the art style, however, traditional art style, however, the way the art style is with the art style, however, you can see how the art style, I'm working hard to improve.
Does a real girl look like this, my dude? A real girl look like this? She got some nice boobs, you know, she got a nice booty and stuff. Do you see that in real life? No, you got the whole package right here.
These are deep issues that it deals with other animes won't even touch. A real world that feels real and deeply ingrained. Who can relate to that? That's some shit you don't see, and we need more of it because it's real. This has broken down the barriers between the real life problems and the art form, the media.
I'm gonna check what he's doing now under the shits. Holy shit. What the heck is he doing? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? You fucking pleb. You fucking pleb. You fucking pleb. You fucking...
You're a fucking idiot. You're the loser.
I'm a fucking man-child that defends Fairy Tail. Hate on it, I don't care. Fuck every last one of you. I enjoy it, that's all that matters.
You're going past the line you shouldn't cross. Yo, like what? Like what? Like yo, like what? Like yo, like what? Like yo.
This is groundbreaking. This is truly groundbreaking. It's just so good. It has real characters. You get something truly unique, truly elegant, truly creative.
Anime was a mistake.
I haven't yet watched Wolf's Rain. I love Wolf's Rain. Wolf's Rain is a concept, it's an idea, it's an experience. I'm so tired of the bickering over what's more important, writing or visuals. But wait, clearly animation's the most important, since without that it'd just be a regular old movie or TV show. It's the experience. Stop trying to simplify things, boil them down to component parts. It's this existentialism that permeates the entirety of the series that grants it the ethereal artistic power that it wields over me. Sure, it's deeply couched in personal meaning and a resonance with me as an individual. But what isn't? These are incredible works of art. And all of your anger at someone's love of something supposedly shallow, based upon abstractions or overthinking, misses the point. If it's truly some immature, youthful appeal, then allow them to grow out of it. The secret to incredible anime is those of you supporting my work on Patreon.
It's the 25th anniversary of Squirrel Girl. It made me think of sad things I've seen with the horrible downfalls of overly permissive parenting.
I feel like this needs to be let out.
Did you get them feels?
I don't need that drama. I've already got enough drama and stress in my life. I really don't. I don't even know if I can emotionally handle it.
Did you feel what I felt?
Because right now my life's a bit of a mess. With college, with my, not really my job, but It mainly is with college and with a little side drama with some friends.
That shit hit me in the feels so deep.
My life's a bit of a mess, and it can only get worse if I do start making hate.
Doesn't it deep down make you feel bad about yourself?
He doesn't like fairy tale anymore. That's disgusting. I felt horrible. Oh my god.
Did you feel what I felt?
Fairy tale is closest to my heart.
The kid that was 21.
So yeah, that is a bit of a downer. I feel like now we can't talk about it.
Are you lonely?
Of course.
That shit hit me in the feels so deep.
Almost begging to be her friend.
I have a dream that one day he and I could have a conversation. And I really want to talk about fairy tale with Chibi because
you don't know how to interact with others.
And the squirrel literally starts emotionally validating her.
And Chibi, I respect you wholeheartedly. I will always have so much respect and admiration for you. You make me proud. People like you and for Neverworld that make me proud and honored to be a part of this community. Thank you for making the content you make.
She has problems. She's obviously autistic or severely developmentally delayed.
Let's just be cool. Let's be adults.
The kid that was 21.
I hope and pray that you learn from this because this is not proper behavior of a grown man.
That ass. Damn.
I hope you learn from this and you work to make yourself a better person and work to make your channel better.
But they just present everything wrong with her as something delightful.
And Chibi, you make me proud.
There's all these things that you can prepare your kids for.
Honestly, I got medicine in me, so I kind of feel fucked up. You're gonna be like, holy shit. Besides me being sick, slaughtering people, drinking their blood.
And if you don't prepare them, just get worse and worse and worse.
This community can be pretty shit at times, with some people just acting like children.
Whoa, it's gonna go.
This is just someone who was never parented properly, and so her parents thought it was cute for her to act like she was 5 her whole life. Now she's in the adult world and she acts like a complete clown.
Because this is not proper behavior of a grown man.
That ass. Damn.
So of course she's gonna get made fun of for acting like an 8-year-old even when they're 18.
I'm the. Oh my.
Never really took care of her the way they were supposed to.
And I love the nature of it and all that, trying to escape from a prison. Want to take some medicine early in the morning. Explosion! Explosion!
She turned into an extremely narcissistic adult who has no social skills.
Damn it, I need that. I need it! You know, I need to take some medicine again. Besides me being sick, killing people as a vampire, just, you know, it's been good. How about yourself?
Acts like she's literally half her own age.
I really do wish we could talk.
Are you lonely?
I really would love it if we could become friends and whatever.
Is it because you don't know how to interact with others?
Gah! Stop it! Stop it! Like, you gotta grow up. When you're 16 and you act 30, it's not that bad. When you're 20 and you act 10, that's a problem.
The kid that was 21.
A boy wears a girlish hat that has Pippi Longstocking braids on it. This is just embarrassing.
I cannot express this. Very fucking scared.
The anime snob. Are you really that upset and insecure with yourself and your channel that you have to post this negativity against someone who's potentially many years younger than you?
The kid that was 21.
To what end? Just getting your opinions out?
No!
Honestly, I don't see how that is beneficial. Like, what are you even trying to accomplish?
No, not debit. I said give me credit.
This is sad. It's honestly sad behavior.
Just simply gives him more material to troll you with.
Snob's a troll and he's lonely and he's insecure.
Chibi, you are dealing with a troll.
That's just hypocritical.
A person who is and is not being sincere. A person who is contributing something and nothing to a conversation. A person who should and should not be taken seriously.
I'm willing to admit when there was a good episode. When I watched a good episode, I'm willing to admit it. And one of the big things about this episode, or this first episode, on how the first episode, just play the first episode. You know, the episode first started. Say the exact same lines as the Saber we all know and love from Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night say, "Are you my master?" And she says it. And I'm like, yo, it's so good. Truly got me hyped. Like, I was excited to see this character. Just knowing how the character looks, and this character is a little bit more of her character. After this character I have seen, from knowing about this character, how this character looks very similar to Saber, I've been very excited to see this character. I'm gonna fuck this character. To my surprise, it met my expectations and surpassed my expectations, because honestly, I didn't really have that high of expectations. I'm excited. It makes me very happy. I fucked Fate.
Gargantia on the Verdois planet is an anime that will surprise you. I mean, it was written by Gen Urobuchi after all. If you're looking for a mystery anime that makes you think, or science fiction that's almost fantastical enough to be true, this show is a must-watch. I rate this show 8 out of 10 flying squirrels. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for even more cute review.
うつろな箱とゼロのマリア Now this light novel series, guys, it's not a series. It is just one novel. This has got like quite good reception from the public space. Get your regular time traveling fantasy kind of series. Now it's not a series. The story revolves around the main protagonist, Hoshino Kazuki, who has just a regular life in school, you know, regular friends, unlike nothing I've ever read in a light novel before. Until one day, they bring in a new student in the school, unlike nothing I've ever read in a light novel before. We essentially become the main character, unlike nothing I've ever read in a light novel before. Repeating the same day over and over and over and over again, unlike nothing I've ever read in a light novel before. Now, like I said, guys, this series is unlike any mainstream series that I've ever seen. Now, it's not a series. You know, with a lot of time travel series, the story is very logical. This novel does not have any chapters. Now, what's really interesting about this series, now it's not a series, it is very difficult to read. Secondly, it is confusing. Some side characters are just there because it's a little bit difficult for casual readers. It's really amazing. And I think the biggest problem with this series is, now it's not a series. It is visually spectacular. Well, I think I only saw like 3 illustrations in this series. Now it's not a series. It would have been nice to see more illustrations personally. I like seeing illustrations, you know. In reality, he's not that, you know, critical. You know, we can hit, you know, or like, you know, a lot of, you know, so.
Yes, there are some minor edgy things that happen. It's to enhance the comedy, and none are out of place. They can control the body switching by kissing. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. Yamada can switch bodies with him as well just by kissing. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. The 3 of them can basically kiss and swap bodies in secret, and I promise you still that it is not a harem anime. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. Yamada has Miyabi kiss him reluctantly and solidifies the fact that he can switch bodies with literally anyone. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. Miyabi's also quite the chunibyo. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. Yamada can switch from person to person while already having been inside of a different person. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. The addition of the other characters continues to add complexities and layers to the show. A great job portraying what it would be like to have this happen to you. It's a body switching comedy with a tasteful undertone of romance, and trust me, you're gonna enjoy it.
Now, some people have been asking me to do Hentai Thursdays or whatever. Obviously, I can't do that on YouTube.
Hello, everybody. I am the Hentai Samurai.
I've always thought it would be cool to do analysis of anime porn.
And today is the first episode of my new series.
I've always thought it would be really funny to do those and post them on an actual porn site, like Pornhub.
Here I will be analyzing the very best of Japan pornography.
I just never had the courage to actually do it.
What do you think? How can that be 10 out of 10 porno? Porno have no story.
I have a friend called the Hentai Samurai who is just really passionate about pornography and talking about it in depth.
Well, disprove you wrong.
And when he heard that so many people wanted it, he decided to just take up the mantle and run with it.
Here we see big titty, part of body. This is done with lines drawn on middle and outside of chest, as opposed to bottom.
It seems like there are a lot of people out there who still want me to talk about One Piece on a regular basis, who only subscribe to me for One Piece reviews, and are now unsubscribing.
So we got an extended trailer for Dragon Ball Super, and as most may know, this is a pretty big deal. This is the final fight.
Think about what you actually want from a video about one of these chapters. I think what those people actually wanted was me to just come on here and be fucking hype. It's gonna be crazy. Have you seen this shit? This is the best chapter we've seen in such a long time. It's hype. It's going down. It's crazy.
Absolute action, insanity, with the occasional, oh shit, everybody reacting in the crowd. An incredible battle.
I don't really get weekly reviews anymore. Besides the hype factor of coming to a place where everybody's excited about it and everybody can talk about it in the comments. But the actual content of the video doesn't seem to matter too much.
This looks incredible. Like, they are pulling out all the stops. They are really pumping it. It looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. It looks breathtaking, which is incredible, and I'm so happy.
When I was doing those, I was much younger, less experienced, just more immature. But now, I think as I've aged, as I've read literature, read stories with more complex characters, more complex themes, ideas, psychological shit that you actually have to think about, I've grown out of One Piece.
Goku going against Jiren, and Jiren thwarting him off, and a bomb going off, spirit bomb or whatever, and Goku's floating back, which means that Jiren has some tricks up his sleeve.
This chapter was super anticlimactic. There wasn't anything that felt tense, that felt exciting, that made me feel like he was in any real danger. Makes you realize this is just a kid's comic. I can't expect too much from a kid's comic, so why is everybody out there still complaining that I'm not talking about a kid's comic every single week?
As a 26-year-old man, I feel embarrassed even saying, in a couple of weeks I'm going to be watching Love and Potato Chips. What the hell is this?
A kid that was
26-year-old man. It sounds a little bit out there. Boruto dreams of someone giving his eye technique. That's a really interesting one.
I want to see some damn
eye technique.
God damn it.
That's really interesting because, for starters,
I haven't read it, but I can say it's my favorite book ever.
I'm definitely 150 billion trillion times more excited about eye technique.
I'm so happy.
Boruto tries activating his eye technique.
God damn it.
Some development for Boruto. I'm kind of curious if the eye technique,
God damn it,
dive into the Byakugan stuff. Some development for Boruto. Or is it just going to be strictly about that weird eye technique?
God damn it.
I have no idea what the hell they're trying to pull with these episodes. It doesn't seem like they're going to go into Naruto Gaiden. They're going to stretch it out and people might not care. Those about Boruto's eyes,
God damn it,
kind of sound interesting. Just thinking about that kind of gets me too excited. Like, bro, the Uchiha God. Either way, I'm looking forward to those 2 episodes about Boruto's eyes.
God damn it.
Oh, that'd be so amazing.
The kid that was
26-year-old man.
You guys have grown up too. Do you still enjoy One Piece as much as you used to?
This is gonna be breathtaking. I can't freaking wait. The biggest event of 2018 as well. Get hype.
This episode had a lot of flaws. Fans are getting so upset and so hyped and crazy right now.
Because of the backlash that he received from his fans, he's back on the "it's okay, everybody, give it a chance" tour.
I hate being negative. I don't enjoy it, and very few people enjoy listening to it. So the vast majority of my videos since this arc began have been exceptionally positive, celebrating the improvements Super has seen to its visuals.
I almost always talk positive about the series.
You cannot call yourself a reviewer if you constantly apologize for telling the truth. That's pretty messed up.
Negative speech is free speech. What you are saying is that you only want to hear the things that you want to hear. Well, I'm sorry, you overgrown fucking children. You don't get to just simply shut people down because you think what they have to say is negative, regardless of how true it is.
But I understand. You have a lot of fans who rely on you to blow smoke up their asses. So you can't be mean, because if you're honest, you lose subscribers. If you're honest, you lose dollars. And we can't have that now, can we?
Anime sometimes portrays a world you would prefer over real life.
The saddest anime episode I've seen in a good long while. I cried.
The immersion is top-notch, and once you click off the episode, the humdrum reality and limited society makes you dissatisfied and frustrated with your own life, feeling a lack of purpose, unlike how people in anime live their lives.
When I get into something, I'll cry. I get attached to characters, and this series just hit me.
The representation of friendships in anime actually ruin the perception of what people think friendships are in real life.
Many can relate with this episode for certain themes it had.
People who maybe they don't have a whole lot of friends, they watch a lot more anime than they should. It really does change the way that people think friendships are supposed to be.
You need to cherish the time you have left with them. And if you don't, you're going to regret it when everything is said and done.
These characters in anime don't have real personalities. Their personalities is just but a fragment of a regular person's personality.
This little girl, she had to obviously grow up very quickly. It's very emotional. You're left alone.
Oh, I wish I would live in this world. This world is so much better than the world that I live in, because the world I live in is rotten and everybody's just out to get you. Everybody's so corrupt and evil and whatnot.
She's going to be alone for a very long time, and something like this is very real. People are constantly truly alone. They're lonely.
You're taking something that you love and you're using it to the extent that you're harming yourself in the long run.
They will not have anyone that they can truly connect and speak with.
There are some people out there that feel like, the world better just accept me for being the ignorant person that I am. The world better accept me for being the overbearing, needy person that I am.
Very much like a child. That's how a child would act.
Anime is not going to fix those problems in your life. Anime is just masking the problem and granting you temporary enjoyment.
Am I the only one that, gets emotional from that? That's sad. It's really sad.
If you wait for your winter to be over, for something random to happen to your life to make things all better, you're likely to stay in winter and you're going to be cold for a very long time.
That was the sad reality of it.
People who see anime as a cure for their depression, or somebody who feels like they need to escape into anime to have their sanity, there's a lot of things in their life that they're really overlooking that really do need to be addressed.
Inspiration, not give up and just kill over. Move forward. It's truly sweet. It's inspiring, inspirational, and just something that I think many could relate with.
McDonald's, they put fat in their food, they put so much sugar in their food so that it'll trick the brain into wanting more of it, and it'll make you feel like it tastes good just because it's tricking the receptors in your brain. Anime does that, create this ideal world for people to jump into.
I start crying, I had to pull up the tissue, start, drying up the tears and stuff.
Many anime are created to prey on people in your exact situation. You've got this main character who's worth nothing, he's got no goals, no aspirations in life, and you know why they make that character like that? The viewers are going to relate with that. Hey, I'm worth nothing too, so these characters, I want to have friends like this in my life.
I'm a big baby, I'm a wuss. You are scared. You do not want to get disappointed. We all go through these ups and downs. What's the point in trying? To be a better human being. What's the point in going forward if I'm just probably gonna fail? To have a better life. Couldn't comprehend how horrible it really was. You're very young in your life, you have a lot to see, study, get a job, get in a relationship. Sometimes people just can't handle stuff like that. If you don't experiment, if you don't realize what you can and can't do, you're never going to progress as a person or be a good person. Some people just do not change. They don't want to change themselves. They don't want to understand themselves. People still need to continue moving forward. Life doesn't just stop. I feel no drive to do anything. One has their future ready, what they want to do, while one is not even looking forward to the future, not even looking forward to the next day. She's a shut-in. She's a freaking shut-in. What she's getting paid right now, she's fine, because she can cover everything. She can get, her living expenses. She can buy her games, her anime and manga. She can buy her game system, stuff like that. So she's completely supported, and she doesn't have to worry about anything else. She's my type of character. I'm a big baby. I'm a wuss.
Friendship is Magic is a sitcom about interpersonal relationships. It's friends recast with colorful puppies. The characters are so varied. The world is marvelous. The story is so deep and meaningful. It's funny. That's it. This is where the expectations for MLP should reasonably be. So many of us overthink the show because we still haven't shaken off the fact that it's a children's show aimed primarily at little girls that managed to swing an adult male audience. Or maybe some of us are just pretentious enough that we want to seem like we're part of something bigger or more meaningful when we really aren't. There are probably a lot of us who just can't bear the idea that it's just a sitcom and there's nothing really surprising about it swinging an adult audience. And as such, there's a big rush to overthink and overcriticize every episode for not proving that it represents some massive cultural awakening, especially since a lot of it sounds like we're trying to force some Smogon-like meta into the series so that we can feel smarter than the kids who are just looking for their weekly injection of happiness to wash away the boredom of school. We put way too much importance on fanworks, and we act like the fandom is some magical thing keeping the entire franchise alive. There's a reason fanfiction has such a terrible reputation. Fans do not know better than a professional writing team, because the people who write them are novices. There's this unhealthy belief that the community is simply unwilling to criticize or be negative toward anything, that we don't want to be mean. This idea we need to be more critical towards writers in the hopes that they can improve, while well-meaning, ignores the biggest issue here. Just because they like something doesn't mean that it's good, and that no, saying that it's all subjective is not some magical erase every problem ever button. That is the real roadblock to this discussion, the delusional idea that there's no such thing as a wrong opinion, and the apprehension toward being upfront with people about their poor taste. Serving up slop to the hogs because the hogs love their slop. And I'm tired of watching the analysis community pretend like it's the other way around when they all know better. You cannot be asking for quality control when the audience doesn't even know what quality is. They're not giving fanworks an easy ride, they genuinely think this stuff is great. The fanworks and their creators are not the problem, the audience is the problem. The egotistical, self-congratulatory, ignorance-worshipping, special snowflake feeling from whence the audience springs is the problem. The unwillingness to tell another person, not just that we disagree with them, but that they're flat out wrong is the problem. We're the problem, and I include myself. All these people are doing is giving the problem its next goddamn burger.
Every once in a blue when there's a new card that I'm excited about, I'll jump on it, but my passion for it isn't as much as it used to be. Not as popular as it was even 6 months ago. I don't see as many people playing it and talking about it. Dragon Ball Legends, my god, brand new, and it'd be exciting based on the hype around it. I was happy. I was jumping for joy. It is like breathtaking. That's how they make their money and shit like that. So that's why I'm even talking about it to begin with. I am so excited for this. It's looking hype. Oh my gosh, I need this game before I was even fucking conceived. I need it! Maybe there'll be some original sayings for this, maybe an original story. It could connect to the movie, who knows? Possibly create a character, something along the lines of that. Have new sayings show up, have new Namekians show up. They could do so many different things.
Anything you can say about the actual game?
I don't know I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's been confirmation on certain aspects, but there hasn't been any confirmation. I could be totally wrong.
And that's how you plan to raise a child? While suffering from crippling depression?
Money!
When people get invested in a medium, they forget what it's like to not have such a critical eye, to not have a well-defined taste, to enjoy the positives in spite of any negatives. Sword Art Online was, at the time, enrapturing. As long as they're believable enough, who cares? Hell yeah! The video game world with its lazy or unexplained elements, I didn't care. It was a video game. I liked video games. It was cool. It's worth keeping in mind how these series can look to a casual viewer who just wants a good time.
Defendant, you are accused of raping and killing an innocent little girl. How do you plead?
I had fun while doing it. I regret nothing.
I see. Did the jury reach a verdict?
Your Honor, waiting for the trial to begin was so hype, and the discussions we had about raping and killing little girls gave us the feels. What the defendant did was wrong now that it's all over, but who cares as long as he had fun?
Jury, did you actually look at all the evidence proving this man's innocence or otherwise?
Who cares about evidence, Your Honor? It kept us entertained and we wrote 10 pages of flower symbolism. But what about all the horrible things he did to my little girl? Lady, if you don't like it, why are you talking about it? Do you like spreading negativity that much?
Yeah, just because you didn't like it doesn't mean I shouldn't like it either.
But he must be punished for all the horrible things he did! Fuck you, you Nazi troll! We didn't feel any crippling depression for a season, and that is all that matters!
Yeah, go away, hater. I did nothing wrong.
You know, this is supposed to be the day where people are trying to fool you, but, what's the point of this day? Really, it has lost its meaning. Most of you have been programmed and expect to be lied to daily as part of your cure for your crippling depression.
So I see no point in trying to fool you in this particular day, since you've been lied to daily.
A lot of people are right now scared, worried, nervous. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball is over. To be honest with you, it's a sad time because Dragon Ball Super's anime has wrapped up. Nothing can replace Dragon Ball Super. The movie is already happening. That right there almost guarantees and confirms Dragon Ball anime will return, and not that far off either. There's a lot of rumors. Great news, people. Could mean an anime, it could be another movie, or it could mean that they're just hopeful that they're gonna do something afterward. Cut it out. There's nothing 100% confirmed. There's a lot of rumors. Great news, people. 110% the anime is coming back. After the movie, they could make another movie. They could do TV specials. Then maybe they might even decide to do a side anime, Dragon Ball Heroes. They could do multiple different things. It's crazy. Cut it out. There's nothing 100% confirmed. The more we hear, the better it is regarding Dragon Ball's success. Dragon Ball has made more money than One Piece and Gundam. Come on, let's be honest. This movie's gonna sell like hotcakes because everybody's fiending to know what happens next in Dragon Ball. The anime's coming back. There's nothing 100% confirmed. It's clear as day. Great news, people. And remember the golden rule. Making money. You can come from nothing and get anything accomplished if you work hard at it, getting the best content to the people that want to watch it. I don't know if I'm not mistaken, there's been confirmation on certain aspects, but there hasn't been any confirmation. I could be totally wrong. Just keep on at it and it'll happen eventually. So this is going to be a little bit of a different type of video. We've seen Goku go through Super Saiyan transformations, Gohan learned Super Saiyan in there. Such a great fantasy. Spend a good majority of my time creating videos for you guys, reviews, maybe just discussions of stuff like that. I was thinking about something and it really got me thinking, and then I even posted it on Twitter and a lot of people started thinking, and then I was thinking that holy shit, there's a lot of thinking going on about life and kind of reflecting and kind of where I've been, you know what I mean? Yo, where did the time go? Now imagine I could have got a lot of stuff done. I'm constantly always suffer from depression. Again, in case you don't know, I've spoken openly many times that, you know, I constantly battle with depression and whatnot. You would never believe what happens with your mind. It really makes you feel more positive and just overall happier. I go through tough times, I go through depression, I go through a lot of these horrible things that life throws at us. Time, again, is just so precious and it goes by so quick. I know the best thing that I can do is try my best to set a good example and showcase motivation. At the very least, I can show you, hey, it can get better. The best thing I could do is be the best me, so I can show you guys, again, it can get better. I'm already feeling like this could be a classic. Obviously, people are gonna say, it's only been 12 seconds. Yeah, it has, but some of the, and I'm referring to it like sound-wise, not even, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm getting a little lost there, but what was it called? You know, where they would have the low vocals. My gosh, it's been, it hasn't even been that long. You know, it hasn't. I'm sorry. I don't know. They do that low touch vocals and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Amazing shit so far, I gotta say. You know what I mean? And I don't know what people. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all opinion. I can't help you if you don't understand what I'm saying. Good music is awesome music. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. Have an awesome day. I've been called every name, nerd, loser, virgin, fat piece of shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna do what I love. You're not hurting nobody. You're not bothering nobody. You're in your own world. Every single thing is my world. And if I'm not bothering you with what I'm doing, you shouldn't have any cares about what I'm doing. That's a mindset that a lot of people should have. Stop caring for the things that they're doing if they're innocently having fun or enjoying themselves or living life as a whole.
So you watch a show and you really like it, and there is nothing wrong with liking the show. You find yourself defending it from everyone who doesn't seem to like it for whatever reason, because they are clearly wrong, since if you like it, it can only mean it's a good show. Then you feel like owning something physical from whatever you like, so you start buying toys and other types of merchandise based on that show, and you decorate your room with them. There is nothing wrong with that, you're just showing your love this way, and anyone who finds it stupid just doesn't understand. So what if you're playing with toys meant for children? You're just showing your love. And then you realize you don't simply want to play with toys, you want to be like the characters those toys represent. You don't want to be yourself, because nobody cares about a plain old person like you are. But if you mimic those awesome characters you love so much, then everybody will notice you. So you begin to talk like them and dress like them, and you go to cosplay conventions, and it's awesome because you are behaving like the heroes who inspire you. And then you realize you don't simply want to be like the characters you love, you want to be in their world and live like they do. So you begin writing your own stories and you invent these amazing adventures, and they do anything you ever wanted them to do, which never happens in the actual show. And you usually self-insert yourself in those stories so you can help out your favorite heroes in person. And they obviously love you for that, so there is nothing strange when they all end up having sex with you. Usually all of them at the same time. And then you want to take it to the next level by having real sex, so you masturbate in front of a mirror while cosplaying as the characters you wish to be. And you refuse to have sex with anyone if they don't like the exact same things you do, and scream one-liners from the show while you're being sodomized. I mean, it makes sense. Why not having sexual preferences based on the things you like? It's normal to do that. So the next logical step is to spend money only for sex toys and masturbation aid. I mean, at this point you might as well stop playing with figurines like a child and grow up. You have sex with the Dakimakuras or fuck your favorite characters while wearing a VR helmet with a vibrator up your ass. I mean, it's completely normal because you're not a child anymore. You do only mature things, Dakimakuras and VR helmets. The next logical step is not to simply dress and talk like your favorite characters, but to also change your actual body into them. So you start to have tattoos and you have operations, so you can yell with pride, "Bitch, I look like Goku!" And then you take hormones and you amputate your penis and you grow breasts, so you can be like your favorite waifu. This way you no longer have to fuck her in VR, you can actually be her. And then it's time to hate your body for how plain it is and identify yourself as what you actually are, a transgender bisexual pony. And if anyone complains about it, you can just tell them the truth. Genders are a social construct and he's being closed-minded. And then it's time to turn the world around you in that of your favorite show, meaning you want everyone around you to not simply accept you for who you are, but to also be like you. Because there is no such thing as normal, everyone is queer, so they might as well all become like you, a wise, enlightened, transgender bisexual pony. Everyone who disagrees with you is a literal Hitler sexist white male who doesn't like the same things you do, therefore he is wrong. And that's how you express the love you have for a show in a reasonable, normal, and healthy way. Plus Ultra!
Cells at work.
It's very nice to see these little nods to biology and just how the human body works.
But this really isn't the draw that brings the anime fans in. The elements that gets people's attention is this. The platelets.
Whoa. Thought-provoking.
Why is this written in a way where we feel sorry for cancer cells?
The entire backstory reminded me a lot of Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul.
And why does he look hot?
It's pretty freaking impressive.
This is cancer.
Whoa, like, this is some really good storytelling.
So many people die from cancer every year, but this story is trying to make cancer sympathetic. Don't hurt his feelings, kids. Give cancer a chance.
Best episode.
Stop. This is ridiculous.
Thousands of cucks, thousands of morons, thousands of idiots online looking at your pictures, drooling, wishing, masking in a fantasy that never gonna get a chance to fuck with you. You wear these wigs, you put on these disguises, and you try to fool people and make them think that they have this fantasy of fucking you when they're never gonna do it. You sell a facade, a false dream, giving these helpless cucks that love tits and ass so much, instead of going out there and getting it themselves. All the men out there who are paying these cam girls money, paying these females Patreon, living a falsified dream that you're gonna fuck these women when we both know that you're not. Is this woman worth 12 to 17K a month? Take a look at the pictures, take a look at the photos. Are you cucks gonna continuously support these women? Or are you gonna support the types who really enjoyed the cosplay? They're a disgrace to the entire community of anything that has to do with your favorite characters. Stop falling for lewd female cosplay.
Let's gender bend Bowser. Oh my god, quality. Holy crap, quality. Step aside, best girls of anime like My Hero Academia. Let's welcome the new overlord of best girls.
Selling a product isn't enough anymore. Now it's necessary to encapsulate it with a profound statement.
I am just absolutely speechless with just the beauty of this cover.
Everything has to be so fucking profound.
When you see the fire coming out of Endeavor, it's incredible.
It's all contrived. It's fake profundity.
Just seeing how Horikoshi was really nailing it with just this cover, that there's a lot of Phoenix symbolism.
Authenticity has been ferociously eradicated.
Makes this cover so freaking phenomenal.
Burst of emotional self-expression.
As we know, 21 is this volume, and if you actually flip the numbers 1 and 2, we know that the number 1 hero is on this cover, and also the second hero is on this cover as well. So 1 and 2. Which, flip it, is 2 and 1.
Particularly cringy and pretentious.
Facing backwards towards Endeavor, but his back is up against Endeavor, which basically means he has Endeavor's back, but also he's walking a different path.
So fucking generic that it turns into one huge dumpster fire of cringe.
Holy crap, this is easily one of the best covers.
I want to know about the product. I don't need lecturing about the meaning of life.
But I just couldn't help but making a video just talking about it because it's just that freaking incredible.
Dumb simpletons who can't tell the difference.
What Horikoshi will do next and how he continues to surpass the legends like Oda Sensei himself.
The companies which deliver the most sentimental lines about human potential are nonetheless capable of treating their workers like animals.
Horikoshi's had like a constant 13 pages for the past 3 months now. You know it's not normal when there's only 13 pages come out. It's either leading to some form of sickness or illness that Horikoshi has, or, you know, he's not able to produce as much content because he's lacking, you know, the workforce, a part of his crew.
Advertisers have always tried to sell a lifestyle, but now they've taken it to unparalleled levels of delusion and sheer, unadulterated cringe.
Bitch, I look like Goku. Who's the loser right there, buddy?
You're not just buying into a lifestyle, you're defining who you are as a person. You're expressing your existential value to the world. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. In this case, sacrificing a shit career that was already over to become the physical embodiment of cringe.
Does anyone want to fuck Leonardo da Vinci? Not Rin's sweet tsundere ass. The source material. World of Warships, Lolly Edition, and people played them for totally different reasons.
We have so many degenerates here.
Went from isekai to hentai-kai pretty damn quickly. What the? Sniffing the butts of a bunch of fantasy animals and acting on his definitely not furry tendencies. This looks like it's gonna be one of the most generic, cliche, trashy, light novel junk food shows of the season. I'm definitely watching this. This is not a show for furries. At all.
Yo, art and animation, baby! Art and animation! Woo! Small details. This looks so good! Oh, this looks so good. Oh! I can't get over the art. Bird in the sky. Symbolic. Freedom. Oh! It's so symbolic when you just see that. Oh! Reaching out for freedom. Oh! The action! Oh! Can't get over it. Oh, this looks so good. So good. Oh! So good. Oh! I am so connected to this story. There's so many parallels of things I felt like I've gone through in my life. He's having an absolute mental breakdown, a mental meltdown. This is crazy. This is nuts. I love it. He's been like slowly on the decline in terms of like the last few years now. He is losing it. Yeah. He doesn't really have a core center of beliefs and values. Yeah, he's screwed up here. I love it. He's a sick, sick man. I'm rooting for the bad guys. I want to see bad guys win. Yeah. Their own folly is what's bringing them down. Why can't I be the Garo of My Hero Academia? I am the Garo. I want the villains to win. This dude is screwed up. He's screwed up. I mean, we know this already, but I gotta keep saying it. He's fucked up in the head. Mommy, I don't want to be a superhero no more. No. His moral compass of where he's at right now and his overall objectives is lost entirely. You sicko for Neverworld, I guess. He's just grabbing onto any rationale. This is somebody that slipped through the cracks. This is somebody that society and everybody failed him. Seeing that same type of process, that same type of thought into a villain that is a psychopath is what's interesting about My Hero Academia for me. Shigaraki the fucking go! I kind of look at it from how I felt in my life. Like, life not that long ago felt very, very simple. It was like, hey, I gotta do this, so I keep on going. I gotta do this, so I keep on going. And then somewhere along the way, life starts to complicate. As you get older, you mature, situations become more complex and whatnot. And then you get to that point where you hit a brick wall where, you know, bad shit happens in life, tragedy after tragedy, fucked up thing after fucked up thing, that you're like, yo, I don't want to think no more. I don't want to deal with this. We took a trip and now everyone's fucking dead.
Subaru is even more cornered. He has been manipulated since the very beginning and has to sacrifice everything else. And I love ReZero for this. You can see the absolute terror, the stress, and how he actually buckles down to hold his knees because he realizes now what he's been dealing with. He's starting to cripple with anxiety, not knowing what to do, and the only thing he can actually do at this point is to beg, because he knows there's nothing. My mind has been fixated. His eyes shine with happiness and glee. Now wants to push Subaru even harder. Why aren't you insane yet? Why are you still holding on to your human heart? This man can do something so despicable, so disgusting to those that he actually has hope and loves. Then what does he do to his enemies? Has lost all connection with life. Connection, what it means to have empathy with others. Fantastic. Obviously scared, shocked, shaking, doesn't even know how to react. Do you hate me? If you hate me, make me suffer, punish me, and I love every bit of this. There's just so much raw emotion. There's so much to really dive into. This shows just how good, ReZero can be at writing because of just how good it is.
Apparently at a university in Japan, you'll be able to major in manga and anime. What the hell are they doing? I must have my doctoral's degree. I think that's how you say the doctoral, or I don't know, my master's at the very least in anime and manga, because yeah, I've been doing this for a while. The manga I've never heard of, to be honest with you. I've heard of this series, but I really don't know nothing about it. I really don't know much about this. I've never heard of. I'm not sure exactly what it's about. Again, I have no idea what the series is about. I don't really know, because I've been reporting on it for 9 years. It's pretty freaking crazy, I ain't gonna lie. As a parent, as a father, watching this, I was just upset in so many different fashions. Round of applause, you disgusting pile of crap. Like, I had to go and hug my daughter after watching this episode. Round of applause. These are situations that there's probably a kid somewhere right now going through the same exact situation. Round of applause. Them adding that element of realism of things that go on in the real world. Yeah, it was hard to watch. Round of applause. He almost felt like a fish trapped in a bowl, so to speak, because of his situation. Round of applause. Bad father, a worse father. Round of applause. This is horrible, because again, it's very realistic. This stuff happens all the time in the world. There's kids that are going through this type of really messed up shit right now. Round of applause. Kawaki had a bad upbringing, no matter how you slice it. Round of applause. It hit real deep, and again, as a father watching this scene, what a piece of shit Kawaki's father was, I couldn't help but just be like, damn. Round of applause. You had, of course, his blood father that treated him like trash. Round of applause. Very, very interesting stuff, them showing parallels of parenting. As a father, it really broke me up to see this. Bravo, kudos.
It's a piece of paper!
I have XY chromosomes. Currently, I use they, them pronouns or she, her pronouns when singular they is linguistically awkward, and I consider myself gender fluid. That is to say, I do not have a consistent enough conception of my own gender to want to ascribe to any particular label. Sometimes I feel more masculine, sometimes feminine, sometimes a blend of both, and sometimes neither.
It's a piece of paper that is depicting whatever you say it is depicting.
Anime has undoubtedly played a huge role in how I've formed the identity that I have. Fruits Basket was the first that I had contextualized as something different from the cartoons I was used to. This was me, a still developing little boy, relating to a female character by way of learning values that are traditionally more feminine in nature. Further encouraged me to become more emotionally intelligent.
They are just drawings.
That is kind of the whole purpose of gender. It's a heuristic that allows us as individuals to efficiently communicate information about ourselves to others, as well as efficiently gather that same type of information about other people.
It is a drawing that can be interpreted however the fuck you want to.
I began questioning my gender among a myriad of other things about myself while still maintaining my interest in anime without ever considering that maybe the fact I wanted to look like basically every character I saw on screen might have said something about how the medium had influenced me.
It's a bunch of lines on a piece of paper.
So naturally, I turned to the internet. I leaned even harder onto the web as an outlet for that expression. I began seeking out more media about queer characters. I got more public with my pronoun usage. I made the avatar that I currently use.
I'm attracted to them because they're a drawing!
The most condensed, hyper-dramatic versions of issues that I can relate to, and the stance that is unlike anything I have ever seen before.
You know, looking at these types of art helped me to, like, reconcile with myself.
Whether I end up going completely trans female, sticking with gender fluid, or identifying as the fourth ring of Saturn, I can't wait to find out.
I was very confused about my body and why this happened.
I really liked Tokyo Revengers because it gives you this amazing premise where you see a young man who's kind of tired of his life. He feels like he has zero accomplishments, and they give him purpose. It's really cool to see how many regrets he has and what he can do to change those regrets given the opportunity. I gave this anime a 10 out of 10 because of its capability to affect me emotionally and its wonderful premise. As a young man, I was always frustrated with myself over being afraid to fight for the things that I loved or believed in. I was timid. This show showed what it would look like from the opposite point of view, where rather than being timid, you just do whatever you want and take whatever you want, and it's amazing to watch him try and complete that mission.
I have no argument for it. I have no argument for why it's satanic. It just seems that way to me.
It seems satanic to me. These pieces of animation that are created and crafted by people that work 60-hour weeks getting the most bottom-of-the-barrel payments. It's satanic because you said so? Very much so antiquated rhetoric from, like, I don't know, 20 years ago or something like that. Dog, if it wasn't for me watching anime, you know how many places and people I've met, how many opportunities I've had thrown my way because of anime and manga, how many red carpet premieres I was able to attend, how many business meetings I had with executives from Crunchyroll and Funimation and all sorts of different opportunities that I was able to achieve thanks to these cartoons. You know how many adults that are very successful that they probably don't even necessarily parade it, but they absolutely love anime? In fact, like, isn't Elon Musk, you know, one of the richest men in the world? Like, isn't he an anime fan? Maybe he's just baiting, maybe he's just trolling, maybe this is a part of his shtick to get attention, because some people do that, like they have no other type of talent other than to basically stir the pot, so to speak, so that they could get attention. They have no analytical skills. Clearly he's not analytical enough to understand anything outside of hot keywords, so to speak, to get the conversation going. I'm imagining you have either children, you probably have nieces or nephews, you have family members. So do you look at these family members like they're doing something wrong for enjoying anime? He's the type of dude that will probably even look down on family members. That is absolutely disrespectful towards the anime and manga community, and in particular the people that work day and night tirelessly, endlessly, pouring their heart and soul into creating these things, these pieces of art, this beautiful medium that we love. Find another hobby, because trying to get attention off of spewing out nonsense and ignorant rhetoric doesn't seem that fruitful for you. I already seen you've been getting tore up on Twitter.
Overall, this episode of Imminence in the Shadow is great. Let's talk about the camera angles. Yo! It was so good. The camera angles, bro! It was so good. There is unlimited thirst. Bro, what an episode. Bro, they are thirsty. Like, straight thirst. Imminence in Shadow is peak. The camera angle shots of this series. There is some unlimited thirst with the anime. It is peak. It is a legitimate great episode. I love it from start to finish. It is fantastic. What a freaking episode. It's got everything for everyone that someone wants to watch an anime. The camera angles. Absolutely excellent episode of Imminence in the Shadow. Camera angles. Be safe. Stay healthy, everybody.
If you're over 15 and like
thirst
anime, you're a fucking loser. Yeah.
Otaku are just misunderstood men waiting for the right woman to come along. Otaku can be saved from their lifestyle, and said path to salvation lies in entering into a traditional heterosexual relationship. Onimai takes a very different perspective on this issue of fixing otaku. Onimai is, at its core, a story about a young man who turned into a NEET because of his inability to live up to the pressure society placed on him. Works like Densha Otoko or Welcome to the NHK suggest that otaku can grow out of their obsessions and return to a societally acceptable state of being. Onimai seems to imply the opposite. Mahiro, instead of growing up, literally regresses in age, becoming a young girl. But becoming a young girl then frees him from the expectations that crippled his life, eventually allowing him to progressively return to a normal life. The popularity of Onimai is reflective of how that story resonates with many otaku, of how manga and anime provide an alternative way to understand sexuality, gender, and growing up, than becoming a salaryman who works himself to death and starts a family with a wife and kids he barely sees because he's at work all day. One way to read this is that perhaps otaku are just fundamentally immature and maladjusted. Turning into a young girl as a way to escape social realities does seem to reinforce this. Otaku's affinity for 2D girls is not the result of sexual perversion and immaturity, but a result of an alternative understanding of the distinctions between reality and fiction. Their attraction to anime girls is precisely because of their fictional nature, not because they resemble real 3D women. For those who are drawn to anime and manga because they feel alienated from societal expectations they don't want to or cannot live up to, Onimai is an interesting thought experiment in what it would be like to live with those expectations removed, to step into the role of the cute girl that for many provides a reason for being.
This is a learned trait. This guy's ancestors did not act like this. Men, in general, did not act like this. The learned trait has been to repeat rewarded behaviors and play a character. And this, I'm not going to call him a man, Earthling, have none of the same strengths. They don't even have the same weaknesses. They have nothing in common. And this was especially sad. This is a grown man weeping. He's like, to see myself. He says something like officially licensed IP or something like that. He's just a narcissist who is repeating behaviors that he has seen. Displays of over-emotionalism just like this. These are learned traits. These are behaviors that get rewarded, so they get encouraged, so they get repeated. There's this study of the difference between how boys and girls play with toys. Boys will play with He-Man and pretend to be He-Man. Girls will play with Barbie and say, Barbie is me. It's a completely opposite way of looking at things. This male Earthling, has a feminine interaction with pop culture. He's been encouraged to be as feminine as possible, and he has just maxed out all of his stats in that regard. Even though you have absolutely none of his personality traits, none of his strengths, you don't even have his flaws. This is learned behavior. These are learned traits. Pop culture and social media is turning men into girls. And you're gonna get a lot of encouragement. And again, this is not a character in a show, literally. It's being presented as his life journey, when it is clearly simply a performance. One he is trapped in.
This is called the NPC trend. It's heavily inspired by anime.
people pretend to be an NPC and then you pay them money to get them to react. The outcome is horrifying. So they buy some weird ears off Etsy and they dress scantily and they do this.
Roses. Roses.
This is just another way for e-girls to make money, essentially.
No, I'm really shicey. Ooh.
What is happening?
Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Ooh.
What is this? People on social media have dubbed this NPC streaming after the non-playable characters seen in video games that react with rote, scripted phrases and robotic movements. It's mesmerizing and almost everything involving female content creators making money from capturing people's attention online.
Marshmallow. Crunchy corn. Yum. Kitty paws. Pumpkin. Yum.
What is this? What are you people watching?
Coconut so good. Coconut so good. Balloon. Grab. Coconut so good. Grab. Balloon. Grab.
What?
Ice cream so good. Ooh. Oh, thank you, VC. You got me feeling like a queen, huh?
What in the hell is wrong with people? Imagine watching this crap. Ice cream's so good. Gang. What is wrong with today's youth? It's impossible to say how much of the viewing audience finds NPC streaming arousing, but it's hard not to see these streamers are portraying objectified interactive dolls to do your bidding. It's just like another way for thoughts to extract money. Ooh, ice cream so good. It's so degrading. I guess people will do anything for money. It's heavily inspired by anime.
List of anime live actions currently in the work. Dude, Made in Abyss, what the? No. I think we can all agree that should not have a live action. Like, none of these should have a live action, but especially Made in Abyss, dude.
Really? Did you really just try to take the moral high ground?
Actually, yeah, I'm not surprised that some Hollywood executives would want to make a live action of that one. Of course they would.
That right there led to some wanting to get a little bit hurt and decided to go to social media and start attacking.
Liam Kuhn saying, can we cancel some of these people? Maybe all of them.
In Japan, their culture is extremely different. Number one, their age of consent is very different. It's over the age of 13. People that are attacking clearly are not understanding their culture and how Japan works in the first place. Just stop. You're making yourself look very stupid right now, just attacking this man. These certain individuals that take pride in attacking an individual, even though they clearly don't understand the cultural differences, you know, they might push certain writers to just stop altogether. Like, you know, probably stop posting certain things on social media and ruin it for everyone. And that's my biggest concern right now. And I just like, why does society have to be like this? Why have we gotten to this point to where people have to say stuff like that, and then they have to go around and do something very hypocritical? People need to grow up and understand that there's a difference in culture between Japan and other places around the world.
There's a select group of modern anime fans, and I say fans in quotes, because honestly they have no respect for anime itself. They watch a few anime, they base their entire personality on it. However, they don't respect the medium as a whole. In fact, they go out of their way to disrespect not only the creators of their own favorite series, but they go out of the way to disrespect fans of other shows and the medium as a whole.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
A literal turf war going on between various fandoms, including One Piece fans, Boruto fans, and many others who are claiming that each other's favorite mangakas are literal pedos.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
So it all began with this post right here. Hikimoto still dressing up a 15-year-old girl like they're a prostitute. This mangaka needs jail time. Yes, anime fans demanding jail time over drawings of other fandoms, unsurprising. But this started a whole war between these groups.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
Quote retweets that saying, One Piece fans gotta stop setting up their own series, like Oda literally drew a 16-year-old like this.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
Where then that would spiral into the next step. Tabata drawing a 17-year-old girl butt naked. This mangaka needs jail time, and of course that is from Black Clover.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
Where then, I'm not letting My Hero Academia fans slide with a picture of the Invisible Girl and that infamous cover that a lot of people were very angry about.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
And this guy was on a warpath. He went on to the next one, this time calling out Bleach fans, saying can't be more scandalous than sexualizing an infant who turns into a big busted woman when convenient.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
And then we had this one, Kubo sexualizing a minor. This mangaka needs jail time.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
These people really don't deserve to be parts of these fandoms. Their behavior is so obnoxious. Every single time they want to call out another mangaka for being sus for these sorts of things that they draw, you can immediately do a reverse Uno on them. All of these, especially from like the big 3, big 4, big 5, whatever you want to call that, they all have examples of their mangakas drawing underage characters in sexual situations. There's no safe position to take if you're going to be attacking people over drawings in that sense if you're a part of those fandoms.
You're making yourself look very stupid right now.
Why are there so many dislikes? The reason viewers were upset about this stream and showed their dissatisfaction through the dislikes was largely traceable to the fact that Mike Neko was streaming and collaborating with 2 male VTubers. Her 2 teammates are male VTubers. It's as simple as that. Mike Neko is someone who, across all of her accounts, has provided a girlfriend experience. And some of her fans have a very possessive interest in Mike Neko, and their personal 9/11 is seeing her interact with other males. And they're assuming, just because of this collaboration, that she is romantically involved with both of these male VTubers. It hurts so bad. I want to die. It hurts too much. People actively announcing that they're canceling their membership to her YouTube channel, even going as far as selling and destroying merchandise. People are upset about seeing Mike Neko, who provides a girlfriend experience, collaborating with 2 male VTubers, and it's a very sad thing to see. Okay, Mike Neko has had to deal with this girlfriend experience and unicorns and parasocial fans for a long time. And again, a lot of people will say, well, that's what she signed up for. So I regret to inform you that another anime figure is causing people to melt down on Twitter. No, for real, like what even is this? I don't know, it's a piece of plastic. It's also a piece of plastic that you didn't have to engage with. If you don't like this character, you don't like anime, you don't like any of these things related to it, you could have just kept scrolling, but instead you care so much about what other people enjoy, you felt the need to quote retweet this with your schizo posting claiming this is damaging the reputation of a franchise. You know, this whole thing, they're calling it Coomer bait, but it is a fully clothed anime girl. And they're calling it Coomer bait because they see sexuality and sexual nature in everything they see, including fully clothed women. Really, it's just a piece of plastic, and they're reaching so hard. People mauling over pieces of plastic is nothing new, but at least we got a couple laughs out of it.
Can we all admit, Shiro, best lolly of the season? Best lolly?
I love little girls, they make me feel so good.
Ow! I mean, it's so adorable. Shiro, oh my god. Is cute, so fucking cute, 100% cute, cute maximum, okay? Either way you want to call it, she's cute. Here is my bed. Shiro, oh my god, she once again proves her status of the best lolly of the season with her cute adorableness. Got no game to life. That was just so adorable. I love her character so much. She's so cute.
I love little girls, they make me feel so bad.
Oh, I love it. So cute, so awesome.
When they're around, they make me feel like I'm the only guy in town.
So freaking awesome, and it has the best lolly of the season. I mean, what is not to love? Here is my bed. I feel like their little sister is so freaking adorable. She's so cute.
They don't ask me questions. They don't want to scold me.
She had her brawl. as a freaking hat. Oh, I just like am in pantsuit. I'm thinking like, what the hell? How is that cute? It was so cute.
They don't look for answers. They just want to hold me.
It's so adorable. I just want to hold her so much. One of the best moments of this episode, oh my god, was the entire Lolly Isana. Oh my god, Lolly Isana, the little, cat ear girl.
Isn't this fun? Or is this ice all about?
Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god, did you see that? All of a sudden you have Sora and Shiro just see her instantly and they jump on her and start rubbing her like, oh, no, she's a cute little lolly. No, she's saying like asshole and stuff. I'm like, no, that's not right. And then all of a sudden she says, no, please continue and all that. I'm like, oh, how adorable is that? Here is my bed. He actually says, like, oh, remove all the women's clothes, okay? All the women's clothes get removed. I mean, you see a nude Jibril, Steph, and Shiro, and I'm like, I can die fucking happy now. I'm like, yes!
Isn't this a dream come true? Isn't this a nightmare?
One of the most pathetic main characters I have ever seen in all of anime and manga that I have been watching and reading for the past 10 plus years. And that character in question is called Kazuya, from the infamous series Rent-a-Girlfriend. The embodiment of a cuck. He is literally the embodiment of a simp. I never imagined and envisioned something like this to happen, but here we are. He's realistic. He's pretty realistic as an MC. I think a lot of people would probably act like Kazuya in real life. I'm willing to put money on that one. What is this series? What am I getting into? What did I just walk into in terms of anime? Because I've seen a lot of dumpster fires, but holy crap. And now this one's gonna come as a shock. I enjoy it. Amazing! Absolutely amazing. 100% it is realistic. The story is pretty mature. It is. It is trying to tell a mature story in its own way. Pure 100% cinema. You're not gonna tell me there isn't someone in this world right now that would not do what Kazuya is doing. For instance, Rent a Girlfriend. This is insane. Like, this is actually insane. It's very mature drama, so to speak, and it turns more into a comedy. Next level stuff that actually I was sitting back laughing so hard. When it comes to anything that becomes remotely popular or people that are having fun, enjoy, you'll have individuals that are like this.
We would gain strength by having to work to find a suitable partner. Human beings were never conditioned to seeing on-demand pussy, tits, and ass. Because now, all of that strength and all of that worth and all that value that we had to build up as a human being is now completely gone. And now you just get to access that for $3 fucking. So what's the point in trying? What's the point of pushing? What's the point of motivating yourself when you can get what was supposed to be the pinnacle when you can get it for $3?
Individuals that only seek to just cause harm, jealousy, envy, just bring a bad atmosphere, a bad mood to the entire room.
People get upset when we just tell the truth.
She literally had the opportunity to do an amazing character that didn't bring in weirdos, and instead, she picked an insanely lolly character that will bring about pedos.
But it is what it is. It's the truth of it, so why not talk about it?
She's always had the same design for her character since the very beginning, and it's nothing that is going to harm anyone. It's just fictional.
They're covered in nuts and bolts and plastic and mud, fake tits, fake asses, liposuction, lip filler, eyebrow fixer, nose surgery, 18 pounds of mud on their face so they can look like a fucking half Asian cat girl. And then people, that's all they see online, and they say, well, this girl hasn't met my standards. I've seen at least 100 other girls look like this on Instagram. Unfortunately, that's just not how it works, man.
These people, man, are just such hypocrites.
Brother, if you're out here judging everybody for everything, what do you think gives you the right to never be judged for anything you do? These dumbass bitches who say you shouldn't shame us are the most hypocritical people on the earth.
People have too much free time on their hands, man, getting upset over something like this.
It may hurt your feelings, but it doesn't make it not true.
The individuals that want to slander someone that's just trying to bring joy and happiness to people's lives, they're getting basically told, we don't care.
That's just not how that works. You can't do these shameful things and expect not to be shamed.
We don't care about what you think. We don't care that you get upset about her design. We're still gonna watch her anyway.
Just pay for hentai, it's a lot easier.
Be safe, stay healthy.
It's not about being nice, it's about preservation of the people you care about. And if you did care about somebody living an unhealthy lifestyle, you would try to help them.
Would it shock you if this is not the first time that Hitler's been turned into an anime girl and lolly character within anime, manga, or light novels?
Jesus! People are gooning to this! I mean, have some self-respect.
Like, that's great, man.
Absolute fuck losers, man.
When a series has 22 volumes like a manga does, it's clear that there is a dedicated fan base that is actively buying the material and actively reading the material.
I feel guttural hatred towards anybody who would want to buy that shit.
The series deserves to exist. Just because, as I've always said, it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean it shouldn't exist.
There is a lot of pedophiles on the internet.
An artist, author, writer, whatever should be able to express themselves in any way they see fit, even if it's dark content like this.
You're gonna look back at your life and realize that you are a shameless, insufferable whore.
Just because there's content that's uncomfortable or it's used to really just be edgy doesn't mean it shouldn't exist.
This is insanity. Because people are glorifying this lifestyle and they're pushing this out to other young individuals, poisoning their fucking minds, and they don't understand the destructive path that they are about to go on.
I'm definitely going to be watching it.
They're trying to delude themselves and try to convince themselves that they're not miserable in their own lifestyle by surrounding other people who are also deluded around themselves.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you to all my pedophiles. Jesus Christ.